The Lost Mug, like I said, beautiful music, beautifully animated with the woods scene. This is one of the few episodes of the series where we don't have entirely white backgrounds. There's actually a lot more green backgrounds in this one because they're in the woods. Because ordinarily, if they just showed them in the park or in the house or near the duck pond, it's usually just a plain white background. But they actually got a lot more creative with the backgrounds for this one. And those relaxing moments with Arnold just hanging out in the woods with his mug and playing with a squirrel was really nice, and the music that accompanied that scene was incredibly beautiful. The ending of The Lost Mug was nowhere near as bad as the ending of Arnold's balloon trip, because Arnold's balloon trip is my least favorite episode of the series. I won't give away the ending for that one just yet, but I will say that the ending of The Lost Mug is better than that one because, or at least it seemed better to me when I was 3. It seemed better because nobody really acknowledged the fact that anything was wrong at the very end. Nobody appeared to be upset at the very end. There was no sad music at the very end, aside from the 3 little notes with the nuts falling on the lost mug again. That final bit of music sounded a little bit more like a question mark than a disappointment. Because at the age of 3, I was not able to fully put together the entire context of the story. It wasn't until a couple years later when I noticed that this story was, like, incomplete in a way because the mug was gone again. Like, the first couple of times I watched it, I just thought, that is what it is. That's how the story goes, and didn't really think as to why it was happening or why I should care. Back in the early days, I just liked the aesthetics of the show. The music, the pictures, the voices, just the overall atmosphere of everything that was on the screen coming through the speakers. And I still like all that too, but it's fun now looking back on this as an adult and actually trying to put together the messages that the show was trying to convey. As negative as Pig's attitude was, I guess it is pretty realistic with dealing with younger family members. Like, I mean, they're not brothers. Arnold is Pig's baby cousin, but even with cousins, there are situations where a younger one might do something is exasperating or makes more work for you or it's just puts you in a difficult situation. And I totally understand why Pig was kind of upset there. Not that he should have been. I wish he would have been like a little bit more positive and optimistic, but it wasn't played in an overly exaggerated way. It seemed fairly realistic. And Kipper kind of held everybody together. Like, he didn't really have a whole lot of fun in that adventure looking for Arnold's lost mug, but he seemed to take it fairly easy and just kind of go with the flow and hope for the best. Of course, out of the 3 of them, Arnold was the most peaceful one of all. Like, he didn't care. He just went off and looked for the mug on his own and met the squirrel and had a good time. And Arnold didn't even get upset when he lost the mug the second time at the end.